Okay. It is right at 9 o'clock, so we're going to go ahead and get started so we can try to be timely. This is our Thursday night, 9 o'clock training. We're going to go through a little bit of onboarding. Can everybody hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, good. We're going to go through a little bit of onboarding, and then I'm going to go through a couple of specific questions that I get quite a bit. I'm going to try to answer those questions tonight. So we'll go through just a couple of them this evening, depending upon time. So these are the most popular questions that I get from you guys every single day. And the first one is pretty much onboarding. Is I signed a new promoter. Now what do I do with them? So a lot of people say, okay, I can get people signed up, but then I don't know what to do once I get them joined. So what do you do when you sign a new promoter? The very first thing that you should do is get them in a chat with your sponsor, your upline, and the champ, whoever your champ is, and me. So go up, keep going up. So get yourself, your new promoter, your sponsor, whoever your champ is, and then me. Get them in a three-way chat and just introduce and, connect them and say hi. And then you need to get them on the phone. So a lot of times you're missing the phone conversation. A lot of times we just do the chat, and that's not enough. So a lot of times people don't even know the promoter. Like, you don't know them personally. You either met them on social media, maybe you never met them before, but a phone call with the new promoter is imperative. So sometimes you're not talking to them at all. You're just communicating via Facebook. That's not, you've got to get on the phone with someone. So very, very important step is getting on the phone once you connect them with your upline, the champ, and me. So get them on the phone. And what you're going to do on the phone is you're going to do a few things. You're going to ask them what it is that they want to do with this business. Michael Rutherford and Dustin Schaefer talk about this all the time. You have to ask them what they want to do, because if what you want them to do and what they want to do don't align, there's going to be frustrations, right? Because if they want to go, and excuse me, only make, free product or only make $100 a month, and you want them to run to champ in 30 days, there's going to be a conflict, right? There are going to be frustrations. So you need to really have a conversation and ask them what their goals are and talk to them about what they want to do in the business. A great starting conversation that I like to have is I like to say, do you want to make $1,000 in your first 30 days, or do you want to make $1,000 this weekend? That's a great question that I can see what their activity level is going to be. If I say, do you want to make $1,000 in 30 days? And they're like, yeah, that would be awesome. And if I say, hey, do you want to make $1,000 this weekend? And they're like, oh, heck yeah, and they're on it and they're ready to jump into activity, then I know they're going to be a runner and they're going to produce and they're ready to go. And they might have influence, they may have some skill set. So if you ask that question, you can kind of gauge what they're going to, what their activity is going to be like. So that's kind of a good question to ask. Who do they have right now? A lot of times people don't ask. They just kind of wait and they don't really do anything. They sign someone, they welcome them in a chat. I'm okay with welcoming people in a chat, but what's the point of that, really? Hi, hey, welcome. No, like, hey, welcome, let's get started. Call me. What are we gonna do? Who do you have? Who can we shake up samples to? Like, let's not wait an hour or a day or a week to get people started. Like, let's get them on the phone. Let's talk about what they want to do. Hey, do you want to make $1,000 in 30 days? Do you want to make $1,000 this weekend? Who do you have? Who can we talk to right now? Do you have 3 people right now that we can get on a Zoom? Who do you have in your neighborhood that we can go shake up samples for? You're at work right now? Who do you have at work that we can shake up a sample for? You want to get them instantly into activity as soon as they join. You don't want to wait for a day or 2 or 3 or a week until you figure this out. So I think that is a huge problem. We're waiting way too long to get them into activity. So that's number one. We want to start talking to them more and seeing what they want to do and quickly engaging them into activity. So asking them about the 30 days or the weekend for the $1,000, asking them who they have right now that they can engage with, who can they get on a Zoom. If you ask them if they have 10 people, that's intimidating, right? Even if they had massive influence, they could get 10 people on a Zoom, that's a little intimidating. But if you say, hey, you have 2 or 3 people, do you have 2 or 3 girlfriends right now that we could chat with? That's doable, right? especially with someone with influence. Most of us have 2 or 3 girlfriends that we hang out with that would probably jump on a Zoom. So ask 2 or 3 people. Same thing. Who do you have that we can shake up samples for right now? So if you have a stay-at-home mom, who do you have in your neighborhood? Or who are your friends that we can go meet up? If you're local, obviously if this person isn't local to you, then you might not be able to do that. But you could have them go do it. So you could say, hey, who do you have that you could run over and shake a sample up? Or who do you have that we could get on the phone and talk to? So engage them quickly into activity to get them excited and get them a win. You also clearly want to onboard them. So immediately, like right away, you're going to tell them about the Pulse app, right? You want to get them the Pulse app downloaded. You want to get them on the Prove It Facebook page. You want to get them the huddle call information. You want to get them the corporate call information. You want to get them our Zoom schedule, because you definitely want them feeding their potentials into our Zoom calls. You want to talk to them about the Hacked magazine, get them ordering extra product, all of those things. You want to talk to them about upcoming events. You don't want to wait until the next big event. You want to start talking to brand new people about events immediately. If you place priority on events immediately, it's really, really important, and they'll know the importance of events. Also, the Facebook pages, just to make sure that everybody's added into the Biohackers page. If you're on the West team or the Cali's team or whoever's team you're on, just make sure you're feeding them into the Champs page if they have a team page. So that's the onboarding process immediately once you sign a new promoter. There's other things that once those activities start rolling that they'll be able to do, but those are some quick steps that everybody needs to be engaging to right away. Yes, Erin put the Facebook page on there. That's like, as soon as they download the Pulse app, they should be going to the Facebook feed as well. So the Pulse app is absolutely necessary. That's their lifeline to corporate. But that secondary is getting on the Facebook page and making that a DMO. So that's how you kind of onboard a new promoter. The Watch, Connect, Experience, and Enroll, that's your next step once they start engaging and once you know their activity level. Creating curiosity, not putting everything out there right away. You want them to have interest-piquing, curiosity-piquing posts, getting people to want to see what they're doing, getting them to sell 5 and 10-day experiences as quickly as possible, getting those turned around into customers. So that's kind of hitting on the next question. I get this a lot. How do I help my team hit GoPro and MVP? I stress this all the time. There is literally like no one on this team that should not hit their GoPro and MVP. It's so, so important to get your new promoters a win. They should be hitting their GoPro and MVP. You do not want your new promoters to miss those bonuses. That's $750. That's $250 for GoPro and $500 for MVP. Now, it's going to happen sometimes. People are going to miss it, and it's not the end of the world. So like, if you've missed it, don't crumble and like cry and freak out. It's okay. It happens, but like, do everything in your power to not miss those bonuses, because it gives that new promoter a win under their belt. It gets them excited, and it pulls them, it like drives them to do more activity, right? So how do you help them hit GoPro and MVP? I've learned this the hard way, so take it from me. I've been doing this for a year now. It is your responsibility, just as much as it is theirs, to track their GoPro and MVP. Your new promoters, your level ones, so your personally sponsored promoters. I'm not talking about everybody on your team. It would be impossible for you to do this. But for your personally sponsored level 1 promoters, it is just as much your responsibility, because they're your newborn babies, right? You're bringing them into this conversation, so you need to baby them and you need to take care of them. So it's your responsibility, just as it is theirs, to track their time. They have 14 days to hit GoPro. So I don't care if you have to keep it, on your cell phone. I don't care if you put it on a stopwatch, however you want to do it. Track their days. So the second they push that Go challenge, you keep track of it. And every day say, okay, so-and-so's got, 13 more days, 12 more days, 10 more days, and you keep track of it. So every day you go to that new promoter. Okay, we've got 12 more days for GoPro. Oh, we got 10 more days for GoPro. You're every single day you're checking in with that new promoter and you're saying, okay, here we go. We have 14 days to hit that bonus. You should be checking in and working consistently every single day for 14 days until you hit that GoPro challenge. You want to be consistently working for 14 straight days until your new promoter hits that bonus. It's their responsibility to be in the activity, right? You can't make them do it. You can only pass the ball to them and try to engage them in the activity. If they don't do the activity, then that's on them, right? You can only engage them into the activity, but you should be checking in with them every single day. Hey, who do you have that we can talk to today? Can you, message some of your friends and family? Mandy Mitchell said her first 3 customers were her mom, her sister, and her grandma, right? Everybody has a mom, sister, and grandma, right? We all do. If it's a cousin, an aunt, and an uncle, I don't care. We all have family, right? And I can guarantee you that 99.9% of us hit our GoPro challenge by family, right? It's what everybody does. So I would encourage each of you, when you have a new promoter, talk to them about their inner circle. That's how most of us hit our GoPro challenge. Get them utilizing their inner circle to get those first few customers, right? Influence in the beginning and utilizing that inner circle to say, hey, this is something that I'm really excited about. This is a new company that I'm working with. This is a new product that I'm taking that I'm loving because I'm getting energy, or I'm sleeping good, or I'm having XYZ benefits. I really would love for you to try it. Will you commit to buy a 30-day or a 20-day to help support me, right? Every grandma, aunt, uncle, cousin, mom, dad, or whatever is going to do it, right? So a lot of times you can get those promoters and at least 1 or 2 orders strictly from their family to help support them. So do that. Encourage them to reach out to their friends or family or their inner circle to get those first few orders. It helps, right? It gives them that confidence booster and it helps them get that bonus quicker. So utilize that inner circle, but make sure you're taking responsibility and helping them track that time. You don't want to forget, and then that 14 days creep up and you're like, dang it, I missed it, right? So track it with them. Check in every single day. So you're pacing them and saying, hey, who do you have today? Have you reached out to all your inner circle? And have you talked to your sisters? Have you talked to your girlfriends? Have you, talked to your grandma? Have you reached out to your aunts and uncles? Who do you have in your family that you haven't talked to about this? Really, really utilize those inner circle people to get your GoPro. Also, having a launch party is a great way to help your new promoters hit GoPro and MVP. When you do something like this and you have a launch party, it's a great way to get quick customers. People will support you, right? You're excited about something. You have, I don't care if you do like a little mixer at your house or you do an online party, something to do like, hey, this is what I'm excited about. This is what I'm doing. Come and see what I'm excited about. Share the opportunity, shake up some samples, and get some quick, fast online orders. A launch party is a great way to help your new promoters get their GoPro and MVP bonus. So having a mixer, having a launch party, an online party, utilizing that avenue is a really good way. So that is, I would say, really, really important. Tracking your new promoter's time frame helps, because sometimes it's not for lack of activity that you miss the GoPro and MVP, it's a time thing. Like you think you have time and then you realize you've waited to the end of that 14-day period or that 30-day, and it's just that you missed it by a day or 2. So don't wait until the end of the 14 days or the 30 days. Go quick and hit that GoPro and that MVP on the early days, so you get it out of the way, you get a win for your new promoter, and you're happy, and that fuels them to be in activity quicker. Okay. The next question, I get this a lot too, is I can't get people to order after a 5-day experience. So you're selling 5-day experiences, you're getting people to try it, but then they're not turning into anything, right? So a lot of people are saying that, hey, I have tons of 5-day experiences going out. I sell them all the time, but no one's buying, going to the my site and ordering a 30-day. There's a few things I would say. Number one, I would well, there's a couple of things, but number one, I would say language and expectation would be the first two, and then follow up would be another one. Okay, so I'd ask you to really check your language, check your expectations, and check your follow up, because sometimes we think that we're following up. Sometimes we think we're giving them realistic expectations, and sometimes we think that we're telling them everything that we need to. But when we backtrack and we go back and we think about it, we really realize, man, maybe I didn't really give them all that great direction. Maybe I didn't really follow up that great. And maybe I really didn't use all that great of language. So I would say that customers, okay, in a 5-day experience is a customer, in my opinion. They bought a 5-day from you. They are the future and the longevity of your business. Okay, we put a lot of focus on promoters, but in my opinion, customers are the longevity of your business. They are going to be your bread and butter for the future of your business improvement. So you really want to have excellent follow-up skills. You want to have like superb customer service, and you want to learn to treat your customers and your 5-day experiencers like gold. Like you want to get so good at customer service, like you want to be over the top good. So if this is something that you know you're not good at, I would really, really encourage you to work on this. This is so pivotal for the success of your business. So even as a 5-day experiencer, you should be treating them like a customer, okay? Because that's what you want them to turn into, all right? So a 5-day experience person, someone who buys a 5-day, you're wanting them to love the product in 5 days enough that they're going to go to your website and place an order, okay? So you have to, number one, place value on the product at first. Also, you have to give them a reason to want to go and like the product in a short amount of time to go on to buy a 30-day, because 5 days, let's face it, is not really enough time that they may fall in love with the product. So it's your job to place value on it so they go and place the order after 5 days. So setting a realistic expectation, asking lots of questions, seeing what their goals are, and giving them, not being fake, but giving them the impression that you really do care about the goals that they're wanting. So like when I sell a 5-day experience, I want to know what it is that they want from the product. I'm not just trying to sell a 5-day experience, right? I want to know, like, why are they taking the 5-day, right? Is it because they're tired? Is it because they want to lose weight? Is it because they don't sleep? Like, if I don't know why they're taking the 5-day, like, how am I going to get them to commit to a 30-day, right? Because I'm trying to place value on the 30-day. So I have to talk them, not talk them into it, but I have to give them a reason to go into a 30-day, right? So if I don't know what they need, then how can I do that? So asking a lot of questions to your 5-day experiencers is so ask a lot of questions to the people that you sell a 5-day to, right? Say, okay, what is your goal? Like, what are you, do you need better sleep? Do you need more energy? Is it that you want to lose weight? What is it, right? You don't have to get too far into it, but enough to know what they're looking for. Let them know in 5 days, you're not going to reach that goal. Like, it's not going to happen in 5 days, but it could if you commit to 30 to 90 days. I really feel like if you do this, if you can give me 30 to 90 days, you could reach that with ketones. I really feel like you could, and you'll have the success that you're looking for. The 5-day experience is just to see that you like the flavor, which flavor it is that you like. It's placing value on the product and showing them what it is and what they can get out of the product. So it's leading them into commitment. So following up is key. Giving them the 5-day and never talking to them again is not going to get you a 30-day. It's not going to get you a new customer. Talking to them, checking up on them, telling them, hey, if you get a headache, you're probably dehydrated. Giving them hacks, giving them recipes making sure they know, hey, you might need to shoot salt if you get a headache, you might, feel dehydrated, you might need to do this. Little things that, little tricks or whatever, flavor changes if they don't like the flavor. Just customer service is going to get you from a 5-day experiencer to a customer. So you just have to make sure that you're really focused on the 5-day experiencer, what they're looking for and their needs, and really truly following up and learning to place value on helping them place value on the product. And I promise you that if you start to do that and really tend to those 5-day experiencer, they will turn into customers. Moving into that, it says people order once and then they never order again. 9 times out of 10, someone who orders and never orders again, if I were to follow up with your customer that said, I ordered once, but I never ordered again, it would be if they said, yeah, I tried that stuff, it didn't work. It's because they didn't have an understanding of the product. They didn't have follow-up. They didn't have someone explaining the product. They didn't have customer service, and they didn't understand how to use the product. It was a lack of customer service. It wasn't because the product didn't work. It wasn't it wasn't the product's fault. It wasn't their fault. It was a lack of customer service. And if they had been given customer service, if they had been given follow-up and a little bit more attention, they would have stayed on the product. And I'm not blaming, we all do it. It's because we get busy, we forget, we think people are loving it because they don't say anything to us, so we don't check in. I'm guilty of it too. We have to follow up with our customers. This is not a transactional business. This is not. People will not continue to buy if they don't feel valued and they don't have success. And I will tell you, people will buy stuff continuously, very expensive stuff, even if they're not seeing like crazy results, if they feel valued, if they feel like you care, if they feel a part of a community, if they feel like, hey, you know what, this person really cares about me, she cares about my my success here, she sends me a thank you card, she checks in on me constantly, she really appreciates my business. They'll buy from you even if they weren't using it. I can't even tell you how many times in my prior business, people bought from me consistently and never used what I sold, but they bought from me consistently because they just enjoyed me, that they appreciated me because I checked on them consistently and I gave good customer service. People will do that. I've seen people buy stuff and never use it from other places because they just cared about the person. So customer service for some people is huge. So please, I'm telling you, hear anything, understand, if you take care of your people, if you love on your customers, if you treat them like gold, they will continue to buy from you and they will continue to be your customers for a long time. So if you have a customer and they're falling off, if they're ordering once and they're not ordering again, you've got to give them better customer service. You have to ask them questions. If they're not coming to you, they probably won't. So you've got to check in with them. Set a timer, write something down, keep a book. I don't know, whatever you need to do, however, whatever works for you. I don't know, everybody's different. I keep a notebook. I have to write everything down because if I don't write it down, I'll forget. You have to follow up. Ask simple questions. Hey, how's your energy level? Are you feeling energy from the max? Or hey, how do you like that new raspberry lemonade? Are you digging the flavor? Little things that will get them to say a yes or no. Hey, how do you like that Swiss chocolate? Do you like the chocolate better than the chocolate swirl? Something where they have to give, it's like yes or no. They don't have to get into huge detail, but it's at least a conversation starter, right? You can check in and say, hey, if you know they're looking for weight loss or fat loss, you can do like a weekly check-in. Hey, how are you doing with your weight loss? I know you said you wanted to lose 20 pounds by January. Are you on target to do that? How can I help? I really want to make sure you reach your goal. How are you doing with that? If you do that, I'm telling you, you'll start to see such a world of difference. And you know what? They're going to tell their friends too, and their friends are going to buy from you. You'll get referrals from it. I promise you. Customer service is huge. If they're not, that's when they're going to tell you if you check up on them. If you never check in, they're never going to come to you and say, oh, hey, I'm not losing weight. Can you help me troubleshoot so I can lose weight? No, they're just not going to order. They're just going to stop using it and never tell you and just drop off. And then they won't answer your emails. They won't call you back. They're not going to respond to you because it's going to be weird. They're going to feel bad. You're going to feel bad. And then they just won't talk to you and it's going to be awkward, right? People are odd. People are weird like that. They don't want to disappoint you. You don't want to disappoint them. So it's our job to reach out. It's our job to reach out and say, hey, how are you doing? I want to make sure you're reaching your goals. Are you on target to reach your 20-pound weight loss, or did you lose enough weight this week, or how can I help you? I want to make sure you're reaching your goals. I want to do whatever I can to make sure you're having the success that you need with the ketones. What can I do to help you have better success? Whatever it is, make sure they know you want to make sure they're having the success that they need to have. And if they're not, get them in a conversation. Get them on the phone with me. Get them on the phone with Rob DeBoer. Get them on the phone with somebody. Connect them. We have a lot of people in our community that can help. There's a lot of busy people, but we can connect them with someone. There's some really cool things coming coming down the pipeline. We've got some really exciting things coming out for customers that some of me and a couple other of our champions are doing in our leadership, because we all really, really feel the same. We value our customers, and we really feel like customer care is the future of our business. And we really, with the smart ships right now, and with the 35% deduction of volume that we're all getting as promoters, we're going to see a dip in paychecks, and we're going to see a dip in business, because that's just how this business is. It's great for longevity. So we have a dip right now because they're lowering our BV, but it's great for customers. So it's a little bit of a downside for promoters because it takes away from our BV, but it's great for customers, and it's great for our longevity. So if we take care of our customers now, we're going to see a huge uphill in 60 to 90 days. So now is the time to really get pristine customer service as we launch this smart ship, where they're all saving 22% and they're buying and they're excited, right? So if we can really, really get good at customer service and servicing them and making sure they're having success, they're saving money, they're all ordering on SmartShip, so we can give them all those tips and hacks and making sure they have success, in 60 to 90 days, our businesses are going to explode. So now is the time to really, really get good at customer service and making sure your follow-up is perfect. Hear me when I say this. Take this from someone who's been in this business for almost 6 years. The fortune is in the follow-up. So make it a DMO to follow up with your customers, especially with this new SmartShip incentive. Everybody is on SmartShip. Our SmartShips are through the roof. They're saving 22%. That's huge. So many people are on the SmartShip incentive, so we need to be taking care of them. This is the basis of your business right now. So customer service is key. You're going to be getting so many people right now, and you want to keep them on SmartShip, right? So you want to make sure they're having success. So to help them have success, you're going to ask questions. You're going to connect them. You're going to give them hacks and tools. If you know someone is looking to lose weight, send them some low-carb recipes. If you know someone is trying to gain muscle or they're working out, send them the CrossFit video or send them some workouts or something cool. Do some above and beyonds for your customers. I would say that's the biggest focus right now, is your customers. Let's see, adding them to the group. We have the Better Life with Keto OS page. Soon there's going to be a new page. It's going to be a dual page. It's going to be several of our leaderships. We're all coming together to do a page. We're kind of constructing it right now. It's going to be for all 5 and 10 day experiencers and customers. It's going to be run by all of the champions. So everybody will feed into that, that group. So it's going to be absolutely incredible. I'm really, really excited about it. It's going to be just kind of like our Better Life with Keto page, but it's going to be super interactive. We're going to have a coach in there A trained licensed coach is going to be giving them tips and tricks and hacks and specifics for weight loss, and it's going to be amazing, and I'm really, really excited. So be looking for that. I'll be telling you guys about that. So that's going to be awesome, and that's going to be super helpful. So we're going to be feeding those people into that. That's going to be a huge tool for you guys to use and help your customers, and that will help you guys flip your 5-day experience. You're so much more easier. So you're going to be feeding them into that group, and giving them attention, and making sure that you're asking questions. Another thing that's really good about helping them flip to customers is offering them free stuff. Like, it's crazy, but people love free stuff. Even if it's like the smallest thing, you could offer them like 3 free sticks of another flavor, and like that might make them go order. It's crazy. Like, people will do the craziest thing for like the smallest free thing. So to flip them into a customer, offer them a free 5-day of a new flavor if they order a box of Max, or I don't know, whatever it is. You can't do it on Facebook, but you can do it privately. So maybe offer them something for free. Let's see what else. Connect. Okay, so moving on. Customers are the longevity. We just talked about that. Okay, the last thing I'm going to cover really quick is I can get customers and I can't get promoters. I get this a lot too. People are saying, I can get tons and tons of customers. I've got lots of customers, but no one wants to sign as a promoter. I can't get a team. I've been here for months and no one wants to join as a promoter. I just had a huge champ call about this. Okay. There's a couple of ideas on this, and I'm going to share my thoughts on this. It's okay if you can't get a team, because let me tell you something. Customers are the longevity of your business, and they're going to make you really, in the long term, as much money as promoters are going to make you. And that's just the truth of the matter. We are a volume-based rewards plan. You get paid on volume, whether it's customer volume or promoter volume. You're getting paid on volume. So if you have a ton of customers and they're ordering every single month, and you have a ton of promoters that are not ordering, they're not doing much volume, you could make more money with your customers. Okay, you're getting paid on volume. So really, there's a lot of people, unfortunately, joining that should not be joining as promoters. And that's not how this business is supposed to be. There's no point in someone joining Prove It as a promoter unless they're ready to run and grow a business and they're an entrepreneur, period. Now, you're going to have some champs that are going to tell you differently, but I'm not one of them. This rewards plan and our company, BU, that's not how he does things. That's not the heartbeat of this company. That is not how we set things up. It's just not. We don't just sign people as promoters to sign people as promoters. You just don't. I mean, a lot of people have gone that direction, but it's not the way it's supposed to be. If this isn't a company that's everybody and their mother signs up for $37 and you get in and promote. We're not a cheesy network marketing company, and I don't want to go that direction. That's not the direction that I want to go to. I want people who are passionate about this product because they love it, because it's changed their lives, and they want to share it with other people. I want people that are entrepreneurs at their heart, and they see something and they want to stand behind it, and so they get excited about it, and they want to share it with other people. What I personally want is a team of people that love their product and want to share it with other people, and they want to do it and grow a business. I just don't see the point of someone joining if they just want to use the product. I would just rather you stay a raving fan and buy the product as a customer. There's just really no point in you joining as a promoter if you're not going to promote the product and grow a huge business. There's just not. We don't incentivize you to do that. You don't need to do that. You can just stay a customer and order the product, and you don't need a bunch of websites, and you don't need to have a promoter symbol behind your name is just not necessary. So I want you to hear my heart in that you want to look for people that want to grow a business. You don't just want to sign people as a promoter so you can say you signed a new promoter. You want to ask questions, and you want to have people that want to run with you in the business. If you can get customers all day, every day, then sister, go get customers all day, every day. Go passionately pursue this and help people find better and have tons and tons of people drinking ketones. That's your job, and you're doing a heck of it. A great job at it. Don't worry and get wrapped up in the thought that you have to go sign 20 new promoters, because you don't. Yeah, you can make money by signing new promoters and they buy experience tax, and that's all great and dandy, but do it with the right intention and do it with the right people. Get behind that with people that are ready to run with you and do the same thing that you're doing. Go find a you, right? Don't go find someone who just wants to buy 30 days and drink it and not share it with anybody, because that's pointless, right? That's a customer. So keep those people as customers. Just have them as a customer, earn your Prove It bucks, and then go find a you that wants to run and rock this business. Because I can tell you that there's tons of yous out there. There's tons of me's out there that are looking for this opportunity. You just have to go uncover them, right? So I would say be really mindful of recruiting. Go recruit like crazy. Go find the people, because they're there. There's plenty of people that need this opportunity. Hear me. Don't not go recruit people because I do that, because it's fun and it's awesome, and we want people to join, and we want people to grow and get behind this conversation and share it with the masses. But we want people that want to do that, right? We don't want to just recruit people to recruit people. So I think starting as a customer is an awesome way to join. I think finding people that we can share this product with and have it change their lives, and they get passionate about it, like I did, and they see it change their families' lives, and they can get super excited about it, and they say, hey, I really dig this product. Like, I know like 5 or 10 people right now that I want to share this with. Then they get excited, right? Then they want to say, you know what? I want to share this. And that's a great way to launch a business. It's to come in excited and ready to run. We're not in the convincing business. We're not in the let's pull people and beg people to work. That's just not our gig. That's not what we do. And that's not what I want y'all to do. So I want you guys to talk and ask questions and, keep people where they need to be. Get in where you fit in is the perfect phrase. If you are a customer, be a customer. We love you as a customer. If you're ready to promote and run this as a business, then awesome. Join as a promoter and let's completely crush it. Let's hit GoPro and MVP and All-Star and Champion and, run to the top. But make sure that you're, recruiting the people that want to do that with you. So I won't keep blabbing, but you guys are awesome. I'm super proud of you. A lot of you guys have been completely crushing it. You guys have been really engaging in the Zooms and having people on as guests, and that's awesome. The more eyes we have on this product and this conversation, the better. People need what we have. There's a lot of people that are tired. There's a lot of people that are in pain. There's a lot of people that are overweight. There's a lot of people that need, what we have. And so the more people that we can get in front of it, the better, right? Because the more people say, hey, oh my gosh, you can drink ketones. Holy cow, that's awesome. So keep inviting people to the Zooms, keep inviting people to the corporate calls, keep shaking up ketones for people, because that's how you introduce them to the conversation. And that's when you might find the next Amy Moore, you might find the next Erin, you might find the next Colleen. So you just never know. So you want to keep doing the things that you're doing. You want to get those eyes on the campfire video. You want to get ketones in people's hands. You want to get 5-day experiences out. You want to get people on those Zooms, because you just never know who's praying for this opportunity or who's praying for this product. So you guys are awesome. I'm super proud of you. I'm very excited about what we're doing here. You guys keep plugging in, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Good night.